Each year, the UK government recommends a list of British citizens to receive official honours from King Charles III. They're awarded titles like MBE, OBE or CBE, and can even be named a Dame or a Knight of the Realm. These honours recognise individuals who've made major cultural impacts or contributed significantly to charitable causes. They are announced in December in what's called the New Year's Honours list, and so far, not a single YouTuber has made the list. This is a series of videos where we explore British YouTubers' careers, their cultural impact, and their charitable work, and ask whether they might be next in line for official honours. Now, technically, Jay Flynn received an MBE for his live streaming of pub quizzes during lockdown, which raised over £1 million for charitable causes. But Jay's popularity came from Facebook more than YouTube, so while he has a YouTube channel, I would consider him more of a Facebooker that also uploads to YouTube. For this series, we're only looking at creators who built their career on YouTube. If you're interested in following these stories, be sure to subscribe. Our first candidate is the UK's most charming menace, Niko Omilana. This man turned trolling into a public service. He set out to expose racists as the smooth-brained idiots they are and took aim directly at the English Defence League. Now, as a young black man, he knew the EDL would smell a rat, so he brought along an older white friend to pose as his dad, slapped EDL TV on his t-shirts and rocked up to a march in Telford. He claimed to be filming for EDL TV, and these racist idiots actually believed him.
We're EDL Media. I'm EDL Media. That's me. Look at my shirt, EDL Forever. That's me, EDL Media.
That's impressive.
Okay,
so have our own media, so we can put you lot to shame, because you lot only report when you're...
Sorry?
You like to dress up in women's clothing.
You order for that.
Keep waving it high. Keep waving it. What are your thoughts on 95% of Muslims saying they want to take over this country?
Disgusting.
And you heard about that before, didn't you?
Yes.
Well, I just made it up, so you really are a schmuck.
I never heard of it before.
Well, you just said that you did.
No, I was joking.
Hannah.
Hannah, and let your heart out on camera, Hannah.
Right, basically, they need to get them all off.
Okay, that's mad. Okay, so wait, off our streets?
Yeah.
So
They're our streets.
And they're taking our jobs?
Yeah, they're taking our houses, they're taking the lot.
And they took your teeth as well?
Yeah, they did.
They took your teeth?
They got me on drugs by being dirty little rapists.
Oh, that's a bit mad.
These people are a shocking warning about the pitfalls of a shallow gene pool. A few years later, he went international. He travelled to Harrison, Arkansas, supposedly the most racist town in America. But when Niko got there, the locals were friendly and welcoming and not racist at all. It turns out Harrison got this reputation because of an enclave of the Ku Klux Klan 15 miles away in a town called Zinc. The former Grand Wizard of the Klan, Tom Robb, owned a billboard in Harrison which he used to spread white supremacist propaganda, and his group would regularly show up to Harrison to protest. So Niko did what Niko does. He drove to Zinc, pretended to be from the BBC, and somehow managed to land an interview with Tom Robb himself.
For a young black mother whose child is get caught up in the drugs or get shot by a drive-by shooting, I feel as much compassion for them. I gotta qualify that. I probably feel more compassion for a white child. I just have to say that. I believe that the black people in this country would be much better off if somebody like me was running things than the liberal crackpots that got abortion DC. Until white people once again control this nation, black people will be unsafe in their own neighborhoods by their own people.
Then, in classic Niko style, he tricked Tom Robb into reading out a list of fake names.
And with KKK, right here we have Thomas, and he's going to be shouting your names out.
IMAP?
You say?
IMAP, you say? I don't know my IMAP, you say, but IMAP, you say says can't wait, I guess, for the interview. So, well, there it is.
As you can see, it's great.
And then we got a BLM?
BLM.
BLM?
Yeah.
See, he's the best, I guess.
Shout out BLM.
Shout out to you, and then...
So shout out to who?
To BLM?
Yeah.
And it says you love him. I don't know. Hope that guy's not gay.
So let's wait.
Then Sue Comedic. Sue.
Sue Comedic.
Yeah, Sue Comedic?
Yeah.
Yes, I pronounced that right. Says love him. So I appreciate people like me. I like.
By the end of this, Tom was visibly furious, but Niko got away safely. Whilst Niko was in Harrison, he also befriended Richard, a local man who helped him out and drove him around. Richard told Niko about the pain he was living with and how he'd been saving up for a foot surgery.
I've had multiple leg surgeries. I need to have a foot surgery, but
Really?
yeah, I've been putting that on the back burner for quite a while. They wanted $3,200 up front.
Really?
At the end of the video, Niko gave him $1,000 towards the operation and promised to send more.
You were telling me about the other day with your foot and the surgery and all of that. I wanted, just because you're a great guy, to help you out. So what I've done, I've got $1,000, and then I want to send you a further $4,000 later on as well.
Thank you.
Just because you're a great guy, Richard. Honestly, you are an amazing guy.
Thank you.
So hopefully you can get your foot surgery. You're a living legend, my friend.
Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. This is one of the nicest things that anyone's done for me in a long time. And it's been a wild week.
It's been a while. Listen, man, any way I can help you, I'm glad. Look, give me a hug, man. Give me a hug. Thank you, man. Honestly, it wouldn't have been the same without you. But, I really appreciate you, man. And honestly, just your outlook on life, everything, it's just really, really admirable.
Because for all the chaos, there's often real heart behind it. In 2021, he announced his candidacy for London Mayor. He walked on screen wearing a suit jacket, an unironed, untucked shirt, tracksuit bottoms, football boots, and children's glasses, and declared, "I'm taking things extremely seriously." Niko believed young people weren't represented in politics, and the mainstream parties didn't cater towards them. So he set out to prove that if you give young people something they actually care about, they will turn out and vote. He mobilised his followers from the Niko Defence League and created a wave of noise online. But when the mainstream media ignored him and the BBC refused to interview him, he showed up outside their building with a sign and refused to leave. It worked.
Ready, yeah? I'm Niko Omilana, independent, supreme leader of the Niko Defence League, and your future London Mayor.
What's the biggest threat facing Londoners today?
The biggest threat to London is our Prime Minister, Boris Johnson. If a man who can't even comb his hair properly is running our nation, then we truly have no hope. But a London under me will have equal opportunity. If a young BBC like myself can make it to the actual BBC, then that's what I want for all the young BBCs out there, to have their voices be heard.
How should London be policed?
Well, I actually plan to employ more policemen and put them straight into the Houses of Parliament, as that's where all the real criminals are. They need to be watched.
What would TfL look like under you as mayor?
Transport prices under me will be completely slashed. I mean, I took the train down here and I've gone bankrupt, it was that expensive. So those prices are going right down. And also stop blocking all the roads, you schmucks.
How will you help London recover from the pandemic?
I would do a lot.
Can you give us in 25 seconds what your pitch is to be mayor of London?
Should I be London Mayor? What a stupid question. Of course I should. The system is broken for young people and I am the only man who can fix it. We aren't taken serious and it makes me sick. I have more knowledge, strength and integrity than any other candidate and more social media followers than all of them combined. The joke men. The people who run this country are unserious, and that's coming from someone wearing children's glasses. But I am taking action now. I have a message to our Prime Minister on behalf of every young person in our nation. Boris Johnson, shush.
Niko's manifesto? It was delightfully ridiculous, including a second eye will be added to the London eye, so it becomes the London Eyes. 3/4 length trousers will be banned, death penalty for anyone who wears them. And turn off all the power in London once a year and call it Lundoff. Then he hit the campaign trail. He used billboards, hired a boat and cruised the Thames with slogans along the side. Marched through central London with a mariachi band. It was chaos and it was genius. And then came the election day. Niko met the other candidates and stood on the stage as the results were announced. He came 5th overall, the highest ranking independent candidate in the race. After the campaign, Niko officially retired from politics.
Time for me to retire. Goodbye. Thank you, ITV.
His dramatic exit only slightly shorter than his political career.
And your water.
And my water. Don't litter. Thanks. Appreciate it, ITV.
Sam Holder, ITV News.
But before signing off, he launched a platform to promote the leaders of tomorrow, passing the baton on to the next generation.
Pass the baton on to the young leaders of tomorrow who are doing big things right now, which was the best way we could end this whole thing.
Niko's also been a regular on charity football matches, teaming up with Soccer Aid at Old Trafford, joining the Sidemen's All-Stars at Charlton London Stadium and Wembley, and playing with the Beta squad at Selhurst Park. The Sidemen matches alone have raised over 8 million for various charities, and he's lent his support to UNICEF and the Water Project. So, should Niko Omilana be knighted? Well, his videos have tackled serious issues with wit and fearlessness. He's inspired young people to vote, raised money for strangers, and taken part in major charity football events that raised millions for good causes. But no, he hasn't been at it long enough to warrant a knighthood. That said, I do think he deserves some recognition. An OBE feels about right. Do I think he'll ever get one? Quite honestly, no. With his trolling nature and immature humour, I don't see him getting the invite. They'd worry he'd mock the whole ceremony, and to be fair, they're probably right. But let me know if you agree in the comments, and if this is somehow your first time encountering Niko, I'd recommend checking out I Pranked America's Most Racist Man First. That's my personal favourite. Or if you're after more in-depth analysis of YouTubers past and present from your friendly sentient toaster, check out these videos here. And I'll see you next time.